Now, you guys know that I'm from Arizona. So when I heard this film was coming out about an athlete who went to ASU, I just had to watch it. So is this film any good and worth the watch? Let's get started on my review of Unstoppable. Let's go.
From the town I like nothing, when I'm hopefuls lit. A small city or something, but mostly no one forgets. On the outskirts of where I've been, dreaming since a kid. Thought I was cursed to never see a radio hit. A Grammy to industry or something, even close. Miles outside of
What's going on, all my Flicksters? This is Jacey, and I just finished watching the movie Unstoppable. Before I start my review, please note this will be a spoiler-free review, just in case you haven't seen it yet, currently showing on Amazon Prime. Also, please make sure that you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on more movies that I'm reviewing just like this. So, Unstoppable stars Jharrel Jerome, Jennifer Lopez, Don Cheadle, Michael Peña, and more. Born with one leg, Anthony Robles defies expectations to become a champion wrestler in college, competing against the very school that rejected him. Alright, so quick backstory, you guys. Having been born and raised in Arizona, I've spent most of my life here, so Anthony Robles' story was something I had heard about growing up. His impact on the local community was often highlighted in the papers, making his journey feel close to home, or at least for me. When I heard about this movie and saw that Jharrel Jerome, the guy from When They See Us, was gonna play Anthony, I just knew I had to watch it. Unfortunately, I missed its limited theatrical release last year, but I'm thrilled that it's now on Amazon Prime, so I jumped at the chance to watch it as soon as it was released a couple of days ago on there. Watching this film brought a sense of nostalgia, with familiar landscapes that I'd seen before growing up, whether it was them hiking in certain areas, and even scenes of the ASU campus. It was pretty neat to see. Seeing Jennifer Lopez sport some Arizona gear kind of felt surreal for me at first, and it kind of felt weird. And I'll be the first one to tell you guys in this review that I've never really been a huge fan of her acting, but in this movie and in this role, she puts on a pretty solid performance. Now, this film sticks pretty close to Anthony Robles' life, and he was, of course, a wrestler who won the 2011 NCAA championship despite being born with one leg. While the film includes familiar elements of sports biopics, such as training montages and overcoming adversity, it leans more toward being a family drama, which I was not expecting. Now, one of the key characters who plays an integral part of this story is his mom, played by Jennifer Lopez. The story begins with Anthony's victory in high school, establishing his resilience and determination from the start, and then he goes into college. And when it comes to the narrative, it does include some conventional beats, underdog struggles, of course, triumphs over doubt, and heartwarming moments tied together with sports headlines and real life photos during the credits. And I did appreciate that because I saw a movie not too long ago that was also based on a true story, and it didn't really show photos, it didn't really talk too much about what happened after. And I love when especially films like sports biopics show the real person, show what they later on came to be, even some of their family, and this really extends that. And of course, despite its formulaic approach, the story remains engaging. It doesn't shy away from Anthony's struggles, but more of his family struggles. Now, again, like I said, being raised out here and with him being part Latino, you really see a lot of the family drama because that's a core part of his life. Not only growing up in high school or even in college, but it affects even him possibly getting into one of the colleges. And I won't say too much, but that's something you really don't see in some of the sports biopics. So the core part of this story is not only the family drama, but how it affects him and his athleticism during some of these matches or even during some of the games. So you not only see his impact, but you also see the impact he had on his family and his brothers and sisters. Now, this is also where I will get to the negatives. Certain elements feel a little disjointed at certain times, and the depiction of Judy and her situation, this does kind of get away from the true story and kind of what happened with Judy's situation and even with the family and the confrontation that she has with a certain antagonist. This embellishment, though entertaining, detracts from the film's authenticity. But other than that, when it comes to the story, it does actually follow a lot of the true story of Anthony Robles, aside from that part. The cast delivers strong performances though, and it elevates the material. Jharrel Jerome, of course, shines as Anthony, using subtle expressions and body language to convey his character's inner strength and determination. Now, I knew he was an actor that was going to be one to see after I saw When They See Us on Netflix, so he didn't let me down in this. And Jennifer Lopez definitely shocked me, portraying Judy Robles with conviction, embodying a mother's fierce love and resilience. Another one that I was shocked to see is Don Cheadle. I didn't even know he was in this film. Don Cheadle adds depth as Coach Sean Charles, who is at ASU, who also coaches Anthony Robles. He seamlessly balances authority and compassion. Bobby Cannavale's portrayal of Rick, Anthony's father, is definitely solid as well. The sports scenes for sure stand out for their authenticity, thanks in part due to the real Anthony Robles serving as a stunt double for Jharrel Jerome. This adds a layer of realism to the wrestling sequences, making them a lot more impactful. A subplot involving rival teams claiming Anthony has an unfair advantage is particularly effective in showcasing his perseverance and turning skepticism into admiration. Now, here are my final thoughts, you guys. While Unstoppable adheres to a familiar sports drama formulaic, a little bit of certain sports biopics that we've seen before, it does so with sincerity and heartfelt performances. It doesn't shy away from too much of the truth other than that aspect with Judy and her antagonist. It focuses on family dynamics though, combined with authentic wrestling sequences, and makes for an inspiring and watchable film. A lot of the wrestling sequences as I was watching this too, it felt like I was there. And I didn't even grow up watching wrestling. So really getting into these sequences had me captivated throughout. Though it occasionally sacrifices truth for dramatic effect, the movie captures the spirit of Anthony Robles' journey and leaves a lasting impression. This is for sure a movie that you all should check out, especially if you are wondering what to watch at home. With all that being said, you guys, I'm gonna give Unstoppable 4 out of 5 flames and a fire film rating.
It's good. It's good.
This film tells an extraordinary and inspiring story, delivering an authentic narrative despite some cliches and minor flaws. Jharrel Jerome's compelling performance ensures audiences are fully invested in Anthony's journey, while director William Goldenberg wisely adopts a straightforward approach, letting the remarkable true events speak for themselves. This simply results in an engaging, heartfelt, and crowd-pleasing experience that resonates with anybody watching this. I know for sure there was a few parts that almost made me tear up. Definitely hit me in the feels for sure. Alright guys, so have you seen Unstoppable yet on Amazon Prime? Also, which inspirational sports film is your favorite? Mine has to be either Rudy or Remember the Titans. Let me know in the comments below. Last thing before I do go, you guys, please make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay up to date. Until next time, I'm out.